Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we learned the true story of the Sage of Ages, also known as Horus, and what he originally was, because all we knew of him was that he was the Sage of Ages, and he died a long time ago. But we didn't know that he was actually friends with the Wizard King, and also one of the 12 council members. He was the real Gallus, which the Wizard King ended up pretending to be when the Zodiarchs came back to life as illusions Cassiopeia, which is actually kind of cool. And why the Wizard King and Cassiopeia had a big effect on the story, because he is the catalyst of the story, because he technically was the one that taught Queen Cassiopeia the power of the mana, although not directly, but through his teachings, through the very wizard's companion that we've been holding this entire game, because he was the one that originally created it. And one of the spells that was left in there that he was eventually going to teach Queen Cassiopeia, the true intentions of it and why you should never use it, he left in a hurry because the original Zodiarch members, also known as the Council, were planning on killing him next, since the Wizard King died because they assassinated him. But they also tried to get rid of the actual, companions of the Wizard King, which was Captain Crossbones, Cerberus, and Apep, which were the holder of the Stones of Mornstar, and they ended up plotting and telling everyone that they were the ones that killed the Wizard King, which was the reason why they had to flee Nausicaa and leave. And they were intending on killing Gallus as well, also known as Horus, also known as our buddy, the Sage of Ages, which is a very, very big chunk of the story. So, with that, as promised, today's episode is going to be about the Solaceum series, and we're going to be finally facing off with the bunch of battlers that we have here, because every single person we have here in this little Solaceum area is a bunch of the people we're going to end up fighting. So, with that, this is our last hurdle before we take on the Conductor, and find out the absolute horrors and the absolute wonders that is the chapter of the Conductor. So, with that, let's do this. Into the Solaceum series we go.
You came. Bumpa has been waiting. Bumpa is tired of waiting.
Yes, he is.
But now it is time. It is time for Solaceum series. Here only the strongest familiars fight. The rules are simple. Bumpa will explain. Fight familiars. If you win, fight some more. Then fight some more. Understand? The Solaceum series has 6 ranks. Rank E, Rank D, Rank C, Rank B, Rank A, and Rank S. Understand? Good. Win any rank to get prizes and money.
Did you hear that, great big lump? Money prizes! Is anyone else starting to get fired up about this? I guess it does sound pretty exciting.
But do not forget, you cannot use items in the Solaceum series. Now it is time to begin.
Let's give it our best shot. And with that, we're going to be going through Rank E through Rank S, all in one episode, since I did say the Solaceum series was going to be its own episode, because it's going to probably take us 40 minutes to get through every single fight and all the dialogues. So honestly, it's more than likely going to make one full episode, to be honest. So let's do this. Rank E. And I believe on Bopa we'll start to say the same dialogue when you first start a rank. So we'll skip that dialogue after the first one. So this will be his dialogue every single time, I'm pretty sure.
If you are injured, Bopa will heal you. Fight with all your might.
And we won't need to save until we get to the second to last rank, I believe. Because we won't have any problems with the first couple ones, because those ones are locked to you. Those ones are open to you throughout the entire game, but the last 2 are the ones that are closed off to you until you actually beat the game, if I remember correctly, or until you actually get to about where the Ivory Tower appears, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly, and I think it's written down somewhere, but let's do this. Looks like we'll have to have you as your first opponents. Don't underestimate us, just because we're small. Okay, well, I won't underestimate you. The fairies were pretty big, even though they were pretty small. But here we go, the Dell Dwellers, also known as Ding Dong Dell. So, let's do this. So, all we need to really do is just get rid of them. Let's get rid of their healer, so Down goes... Oh, never mind. They're going to cancel out my attack since we're using Ear Splitter. Oh, never mind. We didn't even need to. Down goes the first match. As I said, these are going to be like early game contenders for the first couple ones, so that's the reason why we don't need to save, to be honest. So yeah, we'll be perfectly fine for the first ones. If Esther always spams Ear Splitter, we'll be done with this faster than I thought we would, but I guess we'll find out. You did not have to take it so seriously. Well, only little you know. Well, you did tell us not to treat you like you were little, but okay. Let's see here. I don't know who's talking, so let's go with this voice.
Next you shall do battle against us, the top bananas.
Oh, nope, it's definitely the middle one, isn't it? Let's see here. Well, I guess we'll find out. The wrong voice entirely. We're the Babana merchants of Alma Moon. We fight so that the world may know the delight of all things Babana. Okay, let's do this. Time to take on, I believe their names would be the Top Bananas? Nope, the Babana Bunch. Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, first off's first, we need to go for a drop chomp on the strongest one, the Yellow Buncher, just to get him off the field. And then other than that, we're pretty much gonna be able to deal this pretty easily. So they're almost done with that one, so let's just blast this one into next century by doing a Dark Blast on it. And one smack, and down goes the Babana Bunch. Easy. It's not gonna get tarred until, like, rank A, I'm pretty sure. Because that's when they're gonna start using, like, end-game familiars. And these are, like, all, like, early-level familiars, so there's no problem getting rid of these guys. A wonderful performance. Would you perhaps be interested in doing some promotional work for my Babana stall? Maybe. Well, we probably will never see you again, so let's be honest, probably not. But let's do this. Oh, it would seem we are to be your next opponents. Needless to say, the prize money on offer is of little consequence to us. Okay. Hey, is that who I think it is? Probably not, but he is the same model as our buddy, the guy that's been losing his diary every single chapter throughout the entire game, so I would definitely say it more than likely could be him, because he did say he was a rich dude, didn't he? So maybe this is who he really is, so Mr. Gilderberg is his name, apparently. But we shall nevertheless, accept it should we win. We would not amass our fortune by looking gift horses in the mouth, after all. Okay, let's take on the Gilderbergs. Probably their name, to be honest. Yep, it is. Okay, the Gilderbergs. Using one of the strongest familiars in the game, but the first evolution of it, so that makes this 10 times easier. She's using Ear Splitter, so there's no point in even trying to do a drop chop since it's going to cancel it out anyways. And they instantly one-shotted the poor Donosaurus. I feel bad. But down goes the Gilderbergs, and that is an easy-peasy fight indeed. And there we go, easy. Oh, and also I said that the Skytree wand we weren't going to be able to make before the end of the game. I was actually wrong, and we can actually already make it, and all we needed was the Mirror of Truth to actually make it, because we already have the first component, which was the wand itself, the original one that we got in the very beginning of the game, which I completely forgot that it was only a two-parter. The Mirror of Truth and the old wand, and I got that completely mixed up. I don't know why, but every other weapon in the game requires you to have the rarest items in the game, but that one's just a freebie. They just gave it to you, but it's not even stronger than Astra, so there's no point in using it on Oliver, but you would use it on Marcuson, because Marcuson also uses wands. So honestly, it's just an upgrade for him, basically. But let's continue. Impressive. How about you come and work for me as my bodyguards? I'll double, no, triple your current salary. Sounds pretty cool, but you'd have to give us 1.5 million guilders, and you're probably not going to give us that, to be honest.
You have won, Rinky. Well done. Here is your prize.
A dragon tusk and 2,000 guilders. Okay, I'll take it. I've never heard of a dragon tusk weapon, but I'll take it, honestly.
Good luck in next round.
Okay, let's do this. So let's go to rank D, and like I said, I'm going to skip the dialogue since it's going to be the same thing, so let's go on to rank D. I wonder who our challengers are going to be this time. And it looks like every single time we get to the final one, we're always going to have someone that we've met before, because I'm pretty sure that is the guy that loses his diary every single chapter. There's no way it isn't, because of the fact that, we've never seen that model on any other character in the game, and he is the only person I've ever seen with that model, so it would make sense that he would be called Mr. Gilderberg, honestly. And I'm surprised they didn't give him a name to begin with, because he didn't even have a name on any of his missions, which was really weird. And I do think that is really weird, because you would think they would have given him a name since he's a reoccurring mission person. Even Khan had a name, and that makes no sense. It really is weird. But let's do this. Allow us to show you what Grimlikins are capable of. Prepare yourselves. Prepare ourselves indeed. So we got ourselves the Grimlikin Reapers, right? Yep, the Grimlikin Reapers. Round 1 of rank D. Okay, so it looks like they're actually using the same familiar we're using, which is kind of funny. Well, drop chomp the first one, just get them off the field. And it looks like they're going to spam Rays of Light, but we just one-shotted the other one because we just critted. And down goes the Grimlikin Reapers. Round 1 done, 2 more to go for rank D. I believe it's, I have it written, so let's see here. Rank 1 is 3, rank 2 is 3, rank 3 is 3, rank 4 is 3, and then the final 2 rounds are 4. Okay, so it sounds like it's gonna definitely be rank A where we need to save for sure, if I remember. We probably don't need to, but I'm gonna save just in case at rank A, just in case, because you never know. Oh my, you're pretty good at this. Yes, we are, apparently. Let's see here. Basket Casey. Well, Casey sounds like a female name, so let's go with this. It seems we are your next opponents. Oh, I was right. Okay. The Castaway Cover Girls. Okay. Let's see here. What do you got for us, Basket Casey? I imagine the sight of our outfits makes you want to go to the beach, yes? We'll defeat us, and we will shout what we shall think about taking you. Hehe. Okay. We've already been to Castaway Cove, so you really don't need to take us, but okay. And they have a plushie. Huh, that's actually pretty cool. But one of the familiars that they're using is actually what Ray used to be. That's kind of cool. So let's take on Hooray, which is the original form of our old buddy. Looks like they tried to knock us out there, but one Black Blast, and down goes their Hooray. And down goes the Castaway Cover Girls. Pretty easy, pretty easy. And now into the final round of rank D. Not bad. We're making some good progress. Because we still need to go through rank C, rank B, rank A, and then rank S. So we do still got quite a bit. I suppose you want us to take you to the beach now, no? Well, perhaps when you are a little older. Well, perhaps. Oh, I remember you. You're the one that was protecting Ding Dong Dell from the, when we went to Ding Dong Dell in the very first chapter, King Tom, or, what would be Timmy Toldrum in the other world, had no enthusiasm, and we had to actually fix up King Tom and make it so he would actually, be able to help us. And we're finally seeing Tommy Stout. That's kind of cool, so he actually does come back. Long time no see, Oliver. You're getting up against me next. Okay, let's do this, Tommy Stout. So what kind of familiar do you have now? Because you ended up giving us, the lemur familiar, so let's see what you end up giving us, or fighting us with this time. Have you met my new friend? I found him while I was playing by the seaside. Watch out, he's really strong. Okay, let's see what you got, buddy. Last time it was a lemur, and that thing is no lemur. I was expecting you to have a lemur, and that is one of the, what do you call it, the Nobilia familiars. So how the heck did you even get that thing? Because I can't even recruit this familiar. That's actually really weird. Huh. I guess he can get some really good familiars by himself. Okay, and down goes Shellraiser, and I like how it's a nice reference to the Hellraiser series, if you noticed, because all they did was they put an S in front of Hellraiser, which is kind of funny. I've never actually watched that series, to be completely honest, but I always wanted to check it out. I don't know where to actually watch it, to be honest, because I don't think it's on Netflix, and you probably watch it on YouTube, honestly. I'm probably just being stupid, but I never really thought about watching it. I always had, it was always in the back of my mind to always check it out, because it is a horror movie, and I'm not really good with horror half the time. I can play horror games for you guys, but, other than that, I'm not really good with horror. And it honestly shows when I do play horror games, I'll be honest, because I start freaking out, and I start, shutting down, honestly, half the time, so, let's see here. Corey, handling familiars is harder than I thought. You make it look so easy, Oliver. Yeah, we do, don't we? But you have a hard familiar, so how the heck are you having a hard time? Because that's a boss familiar, and we can't even get those, so how are you having a hard time fighting us is a real question.
You have won rank D. This is good. Here is your prize.
A hot-blooded badge. That was something we were using on one of our familiars for the longest time. I believe it was Goliath. because it increased his movement speed, but also gave you +8 attack and +8 magic attack as well. Which was really good, because he didn't have anything else to use, and now he's using one that gives him 30 defense and 30 magic resist, which is a lot better, but it drops his movement speed by 1. So now he's slower than he was by 2. So honestly, it's nice to have another one of those, but I don't know who I'm going to throw it on to, though.
Good luck in next rank.
Okay, good luck indeed. So into rank C we go. 3 more fighters, and he's going to heal us real quick, and into our next prize fight. 3 more familiars to go through. Who is it going to be this time? Honestly, not sure. Because, honestly, it could be anybody. And it looks like it's, no matter what, it's going to be two fights that we have people we don't even know about, because these people we've never met in our game entirely. They do look like models we've seen throughout the game, but they're 100% nobody we've met. But let's see here.
Here, no forest. Forest where? Want to go back.
Okay, go back to the forest then. Just walk home. You don't have to fight me to get there. But here we go. The first fight, hard looking. The nap cap could be dangerous, or the Dunce cap. I'm so used to those being called nap caps, but you actually survived. I'm very surprised. Well, the ear splitter is going to knock you out, but they're actually going to get off an attack here. Smoke bomb. That's going to drop our... Nope. We didn't even get the blindness, so he doesn't even get the decrease on the accuracy for us. So down goes the tree fellas. And easy peasy. Easy fight, but we still got 2 more to deal with. First one wasn't hard, but it's more than likely going to get harder, because you'd fight the easiest one, and then you fight the second hardest one, and then you fight the hardest one, because always the third one's going to be the hardest, or fourth one once we get to rank A and rank S. But let's see here.
Now I go back. Go back to forest.
Okay, go back to forest. I'll probably see you somewhere. Bossy. Who's Bossy?
We're up next. Are we tidy?
Oh. You know what, I'm gonna keep that voice, because it sounds funny.
We were 3 twins, but we ain't feeling ourselves today. Broken hearted we are, a lot of us. You don't seem very surprised.
Not really, no. But I don't think you're really broken-hearted, though, to be honest. You're more like, probably broken-hearted, like, how some of the other fairies were. But that looks like a healer, and I'm just gonna get that out of the picture. And look, it's a mini Ivern. Hey, buddy! It's nice to see you. I'm gonna use C-stars on the Sharper Parper, since the Sprout Sprite's pretty much knocked out as is. And down goes the 3 twins. That's kind of a funny name for them, honestly. But you would think, with one of the fairies actually named Bossy, you'd think they would call the, like the fairy mafia or something funny like that.
Flipping it, first Smiley surely steal our thunder on stage, and now you do us a thrashing. Mom will never let us hear the end of this.
I like that voice for the small one, because the small one in the middle is the one talking. It is I, the one and only automata, and you are to be my next adversary, n'est-ce pas? It's been a while since I've taken French. I hope I've actually did that right. But let's do this. The les I don't even know how to automata. Les automato. Okay. Observe beside me the greatest creation, robotic, the world has ever seen, the force, the grace. Do you really think your will triumph over me? I've never heard it as im in French. What? I'm pretty sure it's, they still have... Okay. I guess he just has a special way of saying that, because I don't remember ever hearing that when I took French. So that's a completely new dialect for me. But, uh-oh, we're confused. That's really, really bad. No. Okay, I'm just gonna force him not to attack, since confusion will kill my allies. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I do not trust my familiars. Okay, so now I have him go back in, because now that he is no longer confusing us, we can go all in, and we need to knock him out, because him being the way that he blocks our specific attacks... Uh-oh. Whew, that could have been bad. Okay, I need to Black Blast this guy, because it's going to be the most damage we could possibly do by ourselves. Okay, Beam Man is almost done, and there we go. That is one of the endgame familiars, because you don't see him until the Ivory Tower. So I believe we're getting to the harder ranks now. And there we go, rank, what was it, C? Rank C has now been cleared. We still gotta get it through rank B, though. I'm gonna say we should probably save now, just in case. Non-money, me. Robotic. I was so certain he was invincible. Nope, not invincible, my buddy. And that's the first time we've ever seen you. Huh, brand new model for a brand new person, so that's kind of weird.
You have won rank C. Yes, you grow stronger. Here is your prize.
A suit of dress armor and 10,000 guilders. The suit of dress armor is really low rank. Ugh. It could have been 10 times better than that.
Good luck in next rank.
Okay, because of the fact that that last one did almost get me to kill Esther, I'm gonna save just in case, because there's always a possibility that I can get confused in the next prize fight, so let's be careful. So let's do this. Into rank B we go. So it looks like three more fighters, and then we'll be getting into the hardest ones. And let's see here, he's gonna heal Asana, and into rank B we go. And also, I'm surprised I'm actually going as well as I am, due to the fact that, I haven't actually had an episode where I got to talk completely back-to-back like I have today. So, I'm actually surprised I'm actually doing as well as I am, because the last episodes I've done had cuts in them, so I haven't even had to take a break yet, which is pretty cool. And usually I don't need to, because usually it's just because I need a cut, and then it gives me a small break. So, this is actually the first time I've gotten to talk, like, off the cuff in a while, which is kind of cool. But let's do this. Phew, it's being very hot here, yes. We are winning, so we can go back home quickly. No, you aren't. You and your ice climber friends are not doing that. I'm gonna be honest. Tomte and twins. Okay. Doesn't look like a hard one, but they are gonna be spamming ear splitters, so we should probably get them off the field as fast as possible before they can do that. So hopefully my Esther, with her ear splitter, is gonna knock out at least one of them. Okay, it did. Go for Mama Sasquatch before she can use her ear splitter, and that one's going for ear splitter, so we are gonna get one ear splitted, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad, because as long as we knock out the Sasquatch, which we did, we don't have to worry. And down goes Tomte and Twins, also known as the Ice Climbers of Yule, let's be honest. And there we go, perfect. And first prize fight done, but we don't know how hard the next ones are gonna be. That one was pretty easy, though. You were doing a really great fight. Oh, but I am being ever more hot than before. Okay, well, okay. Poncho Sanzas. Or Sansa.
It is us now, no?
Maybe. Huh, hello. You're people from Perdita. That's kind of cool. Those Perditos.
You look at our stylish hats, I think. Huh, what counts is underneath them, Chico?
Okay, I don't know what Chico means, because I barely took any kind of Spanish, so I have no clue what that means. Probably kiddo or something like that. But here we go. Light Shades, Sun Shades, and Star Shades. All these are support familiars, so okay, I'll take it. That's really easy to fight, honestly. This is going to be a super easy fight. I don't want a regular attack. I want to drop chop, so I can make sure to get rid of one of them. I'm going to let my allies get that, since that's actually helpful for us. And then we can go for the Sunshade here. So as long as my allies are going for that, please go for that. Esther, how did you get yourself one-shotted? Okay, then. I'm actually more surprised that even happened. Okay, because I'm gonna grab this just because it gives us a free one-shot, and also because I'm surprised that, oh, maybe Spite ended up doing an unconscious, but I thought Spite couldn't hit unconscious, or make people unconscious. So, I'm more surprised Esther ended up going down there. Okay, well that's really weird, because Esther has some really strong familiars, and I'm really surprised she ended up going down there. But down goes Los Perdidos. And actually, I'm really surprised Esther went down, because this is an easy fight. I'm really surprised, but okay, well, down goes Esther, I guess. Well, she'll probably be back up, but with like 1 HP, though.
You win the battle, but we win the war. The only war that matters. See, Chico, the style war.
Okay, the style war indeed, I guess. Roman. Oh, isn't that the firework makers in the final cutscene of the game? Because we see them for like half a second, but this is like the only dialogue we've ever gotten with them, I think.
Oh, what is this all about then?
Hey Roman, long time no see, because we've never ever met you. But we saw you in a cutscene, though.
Why are we being made to fight in this silly Coliseum thing? We're just some firework makers.
If you say so. Well, let's see what kind of familiars you got, because if you're simple firework makers, you definitely have fire familiars. Okay, so because one of them is a boss familiar, let's be safe here and just go for a drop chop. And also, Esther, please don't get yourself one-shotted here. Thanks. Just thanks. Thanks indeed. Okay, let's see here. We can go for our buddy Grima here, since Grima actually has damage now, so let's go for Conflagration and see what we can do here, since this is the only familiar we have that actually can do damage. So honestly, let's see what happens here. Although it's fire damage, I honestly think it's at least going to be decent. Not bad, honestly. Could have been much worse. Oop, I need to actually... Uh-oh, Paw Lava is bad. Paw Lava is really bad for Oliver because of the fact that Feelings is weak to fire. Okay, so we can work with the drop chop here to knock out the Firefly. We need him off the field. Okay, perfect. Okay, Pyro Puff, not the worst case scenario. Go for a Black Blast. Do as much damage to the Magma Dom as possible. Okay, and she takes physical damage at max, so 465, not bad. Okay, we just need to keep whacking this, and down goes the Magma Dom. And there we go, easy. Okay, that was a little bit harder because Esther decided to go down somehow, and I still don't know what even did it. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with, one of the abilities the Light Shades, Sun Shades, or the Night Shade had used, and I didn't see anything too bad in there. All I saw was Hailstone, and I don't remember with the other one, but I'm pretty sure the other one was a healing ability, so somehow Hailstone one-shotted Esther somehow, which makes no sense to me, but who knows?
That's what happens when you force firework makers onto the battlefield.
I guess so. Well, see you later, buddy. Okay, now we're into rank A, because now we're done with rank B. Who knows what's going to happen next?
You have won rank B. Unexpected. Here's your prize.
A Hero Fang and 15,000 Guilders.
Good luck in the next rank.
Okay, and with that we need to save just in case, because you never know what's going to happen in the next prize fight, because of the fact that Esther did go down in this one. Who knows what would happen in the next one, so let's be careful.
You wish to enter the Coliseum series?
Yes, I would. Rank A, and this time with 4 fights. Okay, let's do this. And he's going to heal us real quick, and here we go. Even though we really didn't even need it, because we just saved, and saving heals you, so... Thanks, I guess, on Boba. He really didn't even need to heal me, to be honest. And there's no point in even having him heal you, to be honest. Oh, look, it's 3 piglin guards from Hamlin. That's kind of cool. The 3 little pigs.
We are the 3 little pigs. Before you ask, no, we're not the 3 little pigs. We're the real pigs. We merely, they were real pigs. We merely wear pig theme armor every day.
Okay. The Pig Iron Duke. Okay. Cool. And they have, the Jackrabbit enemies. I'm surprised you're not using the pig enemies. That's really weird, but okay. Let's see here. I think the Whack-A-Robot's the stronger one, so let's just get rid of that. And hopefully Ear Splitter will get rid of the rest of his HP. Because if we can get one of them off the battlefield, that would be really good. I'm going to tell my allies to block for a second since we don't have any spells up. So just in case, so they don't end up going down here. Because Ray of Light can be spammed, so you never know what they can do here. Okay, they really need to heal their HP. Because Esther is about to go down for some reason. Again. Okay, come on. Knock out the Whack-A-Robot, please, before one of us ends up going down. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see here. Go for the Jackrabbit this time. I'm going to tell them to attack and then tell them to defend so they heal immediately. Okay, I can deal with the Rays of Light, but I'm not sure about my allies. But just in case, I'm going to heal them before the end of this fight. Because we can drop them down to just the Rabots, and then we can actually focus with their actual HP and stuff, since only one familiar can't get rid of us, honestly. Let's be honest. So, a couple more hits. Sadly, we didn't knock them out. Smack him with our wand once. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to heal up everyone just in case, because we can use our mana as freely as possible, but we do need to make sure that we don't waste all of it, since we can't use any kind of abilities. So, there we go. Perfect. Wait for our allies to come back up, and Feelings is back up. Perfect. Now we can go all out. I'm not going to use any spells for the rest of this fight because of the fact that it's just a robot, and he is all by himself, so we can kind of just get rid of him before he can do any damage. And we get all the glims after the fight anyways, so there we go. First one done. Doesn't look hard yet, but honestly, we don't know what's going to happen because of the fact that there is 3 more fights, and they were doing quite a bit of damage with the Rays of Light when they were spamming them.
There's nothing like a mask for hiding one's blushes after a shameful defeat.
I guess so, honestly. Roxana. I'm guessing feminine, then. We shall be your next opponents. And it's people from Perdita. Because although they're called Xanadu Gooders, but... Huh? Xanadu's gone. I see you're admiring our wings. We made them ourselves. As it happens, they are a tribute to Xanadu in their dream of flight. Nice, aren't they? Honestly, they actually are. That's pretty cool, honestly. I actually thought you were Xanadu people for a second, because of the fact that we saw a Xanadu warrior before. Okay, so... because relics can heal, let's just knock that thing out before it can do anything. Ear Splitter should maybe get rid of this thing, because it doesn't really have much much defense and the burst form. But it can get pretty high, though. I'm going to tell my allies to defend, because I do not need Esther knocking herself out somehow. So just in case, I'm going to tell them to defend for a second, and then we'll do some damage. Looks like the Nightingale is healing himself for some reason, which is kind of funny, even though he's basically full HP. Okay, perfect. Do a drop chop on the Nightingale to do as much damage as possible and cancel out its attack. And it doesn't look like we need to heal ourselves this time, so we can just knock him out. Okay, down goes the Xanadu Gooders. And now into the third fight. Although we still have one more fight before the prize fight, so I guess we'll find out what's going to happen here, because honestly, who knows? It seems we're not quite ready to soar just yet. Nope, not at all, apparently. Bellicosian Brigader. Wait, isn't Bellicosia the people that killed, Lucian's family? And all the people in his village, and even, trying to kill, our mother Alicia? How are these people here?
Where are we?
Honestly, no clue. But I'm guessing these people are from the past then, so they might have been breach time then. That's kind of weird.
We're soldiers of Bellicosia, boy. Do you mean to challenge us? Well, it's a fight if you want, and a fight you shall have. I warn you, though, we will show you no mercy.
Okay, let's see here. So these are the people that taught Shadar magic, so who knows how this is going to go? The Bellicosian Brigade. Okay. Grimpalers are dangerous, but Godforsakens are also dangerous, but they're also using a boss familiar, so... Let's see here. I'm gonna say go for the Grimpaler first. See how much damage we could possibly do. Foul Breath could poison us, but I think we should be fine. Nope, it's dropping our attack, but it missed most of us. Ear Splitter should do some decent damage here. We need to make sure one of the other familiars are out of the fight, though. Let's be honest. I'm going to tell my allies to block just in case, because there is poison on the field, and just in case I don't want them to go down to one of these familiars. Ray of Light, I need to tell them to defend. Hopefully they did. I'm going to use my Inner Strength now, and tell my allies to attack. Evil Embrace. I believe Evil Embrace is a one-shot, so we need to get rid of you. Bye-bye, Godforsaken. I'm not letting you try that. I'm going to be honest there. I don't really care about the Smoggy guy, but the Godforsaken having a one-shot, I'm just going to get rid of that before that becomes bad. Okay, tell my allies to defend for a second. Maybe she'll heal herself. Foul Breath. That's just going to drop our attack, so we don't need to worry. Because, honestly, us losing attack isn't going to be the worst-case scenario here. Okay, it looks like we should be fine. I'm going to grab this Mana Glim, though, so we have a drop chop for the next fight. Because we're going to need it for the next one, just in case, because it is the prize fight. And down they go, and we have enough mana for 2 abilities in the next fight for Oliver himself. Honestly, not the worst thing, but we don't even know what's going to happen in this next fight, because these fights have been a little hard, but not hard yet, because Esther survived, Swain survived, and Oliver survived, and we haven't had anyone go down yet, so we don't know what's going to happen next. So, and we already know that the final one's going to be the hardest one, so I guess we'll be ready for whoever is next.
Such formidable fighting. What could this place be?
Well, you're in the future, because you're supposed to be dead, I'm pretty sure.
You have done well to come this far.
It's Rashad. Hey, buddy, the great sage Rashad. Okay, here we go, this is gonna be a fight.
You seem surprised to see me. It was Solomon who asked me to be your next opponent. It was also Solomon who provided me with these creatures. With their aid, I will see if you have what it takes to become a sage.
Okay, let's do this, Rashawn. This shouldn't be too hard, but you never know, honestly. Oh, they're upgraded familiars of the original gang of familiars we could have grabbed. That's actually pretty cool. Honestly, since I see a healing familiar on the field, let's just get rid of the Greater Naiad, because that is one we need to get off the field, because that thing's going to be healing everybody, and everything else here is actually not that bad. But we do need to make sure this Greater Naiad is off the field. I'm going to tell them to defense, since they will heal themselves, so just in case, let's hopefully get them to heal. I don't think we need to worry about Lovestruck. No, we do. Okay, I need to tell them to do something other than that, because I can't do anything until they force me to attack. Thankfully they did. Ear Splitter is always nice to see. Hopefully that cancels out some attacks. Nope, but Drop Chop will affect on the Greater Naiad. I need our allies to defend so they heal up. Get rid of this thing before it ends up healing itself, please, please, please. There we go, perfect. Okay, Thunderstorm shouldn't be too bad, I think. I don't think any of us are weak to storm damage. Yeah, none of us were, perfect. Okay, so far so good. Let's see here, the Hoggle Boggle's not bad, the Honky Tonker is, though, because this thing is mostly magic attacks. So let's get rid of this thing first. The other thing isn't that bad, honestly, because we've used him for a little bit, and I'm going to have my allies heal me, because I need some HP, and if we can not have Oliver go down, that would actually be a good thing. Okay, down goes another familiar. Okay, Hoggle Boggle. I can use some abilities here, I think. I think Frostbite might be super effective to use, so let's try it. Nope, you're weak. It's weak to you. Okay, then let's go for a Fireball then, since that's the opposite of... No? Really? Huh, okay. I'm gonna smack you with my wand then, since it does 35 damage. Honestly, it's better than nothing, since Feelings was down. Okay, here we go. And just go for as much hits as we possibly can before it can do anything to us. And rank A is done. Easy peasy. Although we have no mana left, which can be a bad thing, because the last fight is going to be against Golden Familiars in rank S. And they have a lot, and I mean a lot of defense. Since we barely got through that with the skin of my teeth in the original series. So, yeah. Let's see if I don't have to cheese it this time, because the last time we did it, I ran around the battlefield until I could get free HP. That's literally what happened, and then I bopped him on the head a couple times and then ran away again. It's literally how I did the original one in the original series. All so long ago. But let's see here, Rashad. It gladdens me to see how powerful you have become. As predicted, the difficulties you have overcome have only served to make you stronger. I guess indeed. And there we go. Rank A is now done. So, we only have one more rank to go through.
You have won rank A. Impressive. Here's your prize.
A Heart of the Muse. I'm guessing that's for... That would be a final alchemy item for Esther's final attack weapon, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Good luck in next rank.
Okay, we'll really need it, honestly. Because honestly, who knows what's going to happen in the final one. I know we're fighting Solomon, so that's going to be a fun time, because he's the final contender. And he has some really hard familiars, but let's do this.
It is time.
Huh? Time for what?
It is time for the real tournament to begin. The ultimate challenge. Rank S.
Core, the ultimate challenge, is it? I mean, there's some proper bruisers waiting for us in there.
Yes, in rank S, only the strongest compete. But the prize is greater than all other ranks. Are you ready? Do you have what it takes?
I think we do. Round 1 should be pretty hard. I think they're going to start us on something really hard. So let's do this. He's going to heal us up. And here goes rank S, the final trials of the Temple of Trials / the Solomon series. So, I am not looking forward to this. I'm just going to be honest, because this is probably going to be hard. Oh, look at it. It's the people that give you the chips for the, what do you call it? The Crypt Casino, the pit boss, and the people you actually end up fighting against in the Blackjack minigame and the, forgot what the other one is, but it's really cool. It's basically what you do is, you basically do go to war against the other person, but you have to kind of like trick them into thinking what you're actually using by placing down jokers and then swapping your actual attacks with them. So if you fight with a joker, you can actually swap your hand with theirs and then force them to lose, because if they ever have a joker in their team, it makes you lose no matter what. So if you have an ace, you can swap your team with their team, and it's pretty cool. It's honestly a really cool little mini-game, honestly, in my opinion. But let's do this. First off, Pit Boss.
We shall be your first S-rank opponents. Do not be gentle with us, won't you? No need to fight us as if your death depended on it.
Honestly, technically our death would be dependent on it, because if we lose, we actually technically die. So here goes the creepy croupiers. And they have a couple one-shot familiars. Wispilas come with Evil Embrace, and the Kilo-Wisp comes with Final Curtain. So let's get rid of the Kilo-Wisp first. So we need that thing off the field first. That thing comes with Final Curtain, and that's a one-shot on every single person on your team. And it's a 15% chance of it happening. So honestly, let's just get rid of this thing before it can even think about that. Come on, keep smacking, keep smacking. Okay, down he goes. The Bone Brigader isn't a thing we need to worry about, but the other Wispula / the other form of the Kilo-Wisp is something we need to. Please don't. Ooh, I think I canceled it by evading. I'm not sure, but we didn't get one-shotted there, and that could have been really bad. Okay, down goes the one-shotters, and now we can just deal with the Bone Brigader, because he doesn't come with a one-shot. The only thing he comes with is Petrifying Poke, and that's even if he even has it, so we should be fine here. Just keep smacking him. He's weak. He's super defensive against regular attacks, so that's the only thing we really need to worry about. And down goes the first group. Easy. The creepy croupiers are down for the count. Rank 2 or Battle 2 is right upon us. Hopefully, it's not going to be that hard.
I thought I told you to be gentle with us. If you're half as good as gambling as you are fighting, I would ask that you stay away from my casino.
Well, we're still coming, so honestly, I'll take anything. Ooh, Surly! Hey! Who would have thought that they would be next?
What do you mean we'll have to split up for that after we lose? Want to replace me with someone proper hard, is it? Smiley and Burley.
Burley? And here we go, Smiley and Surly. So that's surprising.
Well, it ain't going to happen, man. We're winning this freaking fight whether you like it or not. Sorry, Drippy boy, but this is business.
I'm surprised Smiley didn't say anything, but here we go. Surly and Smiley. Oh, and they specifically only have 2 familiars, 1 for each. Huh. Okay, so we got a Donkey and a Captain Whamtastic. Okay, not hard familiars. But I think the Captain Whamtastic is something we should get rid of first. So, just in case, let's use some Black Blasts and some Drop Chops to drop anything they can possibly do. I need them to defend. Okay. That could have been bad. They had a one-shot, so yeah, the Whamtastic needs to go. Okay, hopefully we should be fine. I don't know why Esther is just standing... Oh no, Esther is... Okay, I was confused for a second. I thought Esther was staying back. It was actually Swain that was staying back. Okay, so far so good. I might need to heal Oliver in a second, but my allies should be fine since they have healing abilities. Swain for Goliath has Leech, which gives him HP back for the amount that he dealt, but halved, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's have them do that. I'm gonna heal myself. I think all I really need to do is a healing touch, and it looks like all he's really doing is increasing his attack, so honestly, we're pretty much fine here. I'm gonna full heal here since I can get that for free. And let's smack him with our wand, since 44 damage isn't that bad. So, until Phoenix comes up, then we can just swap to Phoenix, and just start smacking him again. Actually, I could have used Grima there, since Grima has 300 attack now, but I keep forgetting to do that. And down goes Shirley and Smiley. And it looks like they're gonna have to split up then, since they ended up losing. Because apparently, Smiley wants to end up leaving them, apparently. Which is really surprising.
Well, that's a flippin' disaster. Maybe I'll team up with Burley myself. Surly and Burley. Has gotten a nice ring to it. Nah, scrub that. He's thicker than you.
Thicker in the skull or thicker in body, like mass? Horus. Really? Is it Kid Horus or Old Horus? I'm gonna say Old Horus. It would make sense. My turn. No, it's original Horus. Okay. So he turned back into a kid, apparently. Hello there, Ollie. I heard about the competition and thought I'd give it a go. This should be fun. Now you'll get to see for yourself what the Sage of Ages is really capable of. Okay, so this must happen before that. No way. That is the Magimex Sentry, the strongest of the Magimex. which is the final Magimech that you can fight inside the tower. So, oh god, we can't even heal ourselves other than our main abilities. No, please! Okay, I'm gonna tell my allies to block. Healing Rain is gonna heal them for I don't know how much, but we really haven't done much damage. Okay, it's a small heal. Not the worst thing, but we do need to make sure our allies don't take too much damage. Ooh, Magimech damage. Magimech damage is really bad. Okay. Tell my allies to defend. We need to get this thing off the field before the Magimech gets to attack again. Twinkle, twinkle. Oh, no. That's really bad. That's a big hit. That's a really big hit. Okay, I knew that was gonna be hard, and... Okay, Ray gun. Who's he hitting? He's hitting Esther. Esther, run.
No, I barely saved her.
I barely saved her. I'm gonna heal you too. Rockfall, I don't know how much damage that's gonna do, but... Okay, it's everybody. Swain's down. More than likely. Okay, everyone, you need to heal. Like, now. Heal Swain, because I'm not sure if Swain's gonna heal himself. Healthy Glow isn't gonna hurt us. Okay? I need to heal myself. Okay, allies, I really need you to help me here. Defend. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Go back to attacking. I need to drop chop this the Paladin Patriarch. Nope, not him. Stop forcing me to attack the Magimech, please. I do not need to focus him. I need this Paladin off the field because the Magimech I can deal with. The rest of it, not so much. Okay, perfect. Okay, now it's 10 times easier to deal with. Heal Esther, because we need to be ready for Solomon. Tell them to defend, just in case. Okay, let's go for Healing Touch since that's a full HP heal, just in case. Okay, so far so good. I don't need the heal as much, but they do. They need it much more than I do. Okay, they're dropping my defense, which could be bad. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna tell them to attack. I should be fine since I just healing handed myself. Okay, go back into Phoenix. We need to get rid of this thing now, before you can do any more damage. Since now and then its allies are off the field, we don't need to worry, and we do full damage to this thing. So, this is the best thing we're going to possibly be able to do in the short amount of time we got. Oh, evade. I got the evade off, I don't know about my allies. It looks like I'm the... No, it canceled my evasion. Cool. Fun. I really like that. Okay, I need to block that, since jumping out of fights is actually the way you dodge that. Drop chop for that. Okay. Wait for Swain to get healed before I tell him to do anything else. Okay, we need to get rid of you. Rockfall does attack everybody, but we should be able to properly take that. Okay. I'm gonna attack you on my own regard, and then I'm gonna Healing Hand Swain to force them to heal. I'm gonna hopefully hope that they end up attacking in the amount of time that I force it to attack me. And of course they didn't. Okay, thanks team. That's why I never rely on you, to be completely honest. Okay, I took some big hit there, but honestly, could have been worse. Need to heal myself before going back in. Okay, go back into Phoenix, attack as much as possible. Ow! Ended up hitting that. I'm just gonna use Drop Chomp. It's gonna make sure that he's down. I don't care how much HP Oliver has, and they're healing me, so... Oof. Final rank. Final rank indeed. Okay. Final one. Told you this was going to be hard once we get to the final ones, and I did not remember there was going to be a Magimech sentry. Whew, that could have been really bad. The Sage of Ages defeated in battle. When did you get so tough, Ollie? I'd say you're pretty close to becoming a sage yourself. Keep up the good work. Okay, and here we go. Doing well, aren't you? Yep, we are. Hello, Solomon, the Solaceum Supremo, the final fight of the Solaceum series. Don't look so surprised. You must have known I'd be the ultimate challenge of the Solaceum. Then again, you were a bit slow. To be honest, I didn't think you'd make it this far. You've obviously toughened up since I last saw you. What can I say? I'm an amazing teacher. Still, I doubt you're going to cause me too many problems. In fact, I predict another easy victory for the Supreme Sage. Boring. Hopefully not, because we're beating you. Okay, here he goes with the golden forms of all the starting familiars for everybody, except for our buddy old pal Marcuson. So because of the fact that I am low on HP, I'm going to heal myself first, and then I'm going to heal my allies. Uh-oh, I did not see him charging. That could be really bad since I did have them defending. That wasn't the worst case scenario, but it could have been much worse. I'm going to heal you up, and then we're going to go straight into feelings, because we need to knock out one of them. And honestly, the smartest one to knock out would be the Drongo, but yeah, the Drongo. Let's go for Drongo first. They're going to do big damage to us, so we need to be very careful. And it's going to be a haul, because these things are basically way too much HP and defense, so we do need to be careful. And that cut loose has 0 seconds. Jesus. Okay, thanks for the big ol' hit there. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, drop chop for you. Knock you onto your butt again, since you can't do any damage as long as you're staying away from me. Hopefully healing tier is enough to heal you guys. Okay, I can't really use my abilities, it seems like, because I need to make sure I'm healing, because I don't know if they have any mana left. There goes another cut loose. I think I healed Esther, but maybe not. I think Esther's down. Yep, Esther is down. Okay, so this is where we have to cheese it a little bit, since we are by ourselves again. Because they're going to be doing a lot of damage. Yep, they are. Okay, this is going to be really hard. Okay, so yeah, I have to cheese it again. I need to go for Drongo, though. Swain, I need you to do as much damage as possible, bud. Evade. Okay. Evasion's going to be our friend here. But the Might is going to be really hard to deal with because of the fact that he's going to be cut loosing in half a second. I really hate how fast it is for enemies to use the spells in this game sometimes. I really, really do. Okay, I need to back up for a sec. And I need to healing touch myself to get a nice bit of HP. Okay, so far so good. Okay, tell our allies to go back into attacking. We really need this Drongo off the field since they're healing for free. And that is not what we need on us, since that is going to be big damage and we really don't need that. Okay, tell Swain to start defending, since the Might is more than likely going to get ready to attack again. Sling Stone, make sure to defend that. Swap into Grima, I believe, because Grima does have some defense, so it might block most of that. Kinda. Thankfully, he didn't go for me. That could have been really bad. Heal up Oliver as much as possible. I wish I could tell Swain to heal himself, but he's not really going to do that, is he? So, just get as much HP as we can for us. Okay, there we go, perfect. They're going for healing tiers here, so that means that the Might almost has his ability to use Cut Loose again. Thankfully, I told him to defend this time, so he has Goliath out. Okay, not the worst thing. I don't mind my HP, because I can make sure to dodge. But I'm not sure about my allies. I need you guys to keep attacking. No matter what happens here, I need you to attack. See stars on Drongo. Tell you to defend so you can maybe heal me. We made the Drongo confused, but we need to make sure. Ooh, no. This is really bad. This is really bad. I can't wake up my allies. Okay. Back up. Frostbite. No. Spells. Healing touch myself. Tell them to attack. I need you to attack Drongo, please. Everything you can do. Please. Smack, smack, smack. Just smack the thing out, please. Help me, please. I really need you to attack. Defend. Ooh. Really close. We're getting really close to dying here. Okay, he's going for Thunderspark. We survive that. Sling Stone, I don't think it attacks me before I heal. So, okay, they weren't attacking me. Okay, I need to go back in. I need this Drongo off the field, please. And thank you. Okay, I need, Swain to heal himself. And I need to heal myself as well. Why'd you heal me? You need to defend yourself, bud. Okay, well, I'll start attacking the Might. I knew this last fight was going to be hard, because they literally have you fight against these guys with, like, nothing. Okay, cut loose. And we're level 90, by the way. So if that says how hard this fight actually is, yeah. That's how hard this fight is. Evade, because they're attacking me. Okay, perfect. Healing touch myself, so they heal themselves. Please, you need to heal yourself, Swain. I really need you to heal yourself, because I only have a couple more of those on my own, and I really need you to help. Okay? I need to healing touch myself before I die. I think I might have got the HP healing, but I don't think I did. Nope, Oliver goes down. Okay, because of the fact that this is going to be a slog, because of how much fighting we're going to have to do, I'm going to see you when these guys are out of the count. So, I'm more than likely going to lose this, because there's more than likely going to be a cut here to actually me beating this. So, BRB, boys and girls, we more than likely just lost this fight, because everyone ended up going down. so I don't know what to do there. So with that, I'll be right back, and I'll figure out what to do, because I need to figure out something if I want Swain to win here. So BRB, boys and girls, and I'll be right back when we actually have this beaten, because, yeah, we don't have this win right here. So, BRB, boys and girls. Okay, so I ended up figuring out how to actually continue with the one we were going on with only Swain still alive. I actually came up with a small little thing I've been doing. So I've been turning into Goliath and blocking out most of their damage. And whenever they use a spell, I'd use my defend to actually get free glims, which would actually heal me, which is actually really good. So as you can see, he's going for Slingstone, so I'd do that. Ooh, that's actually really good. Let's see here. We can go for... Can I steal anything? Oh no, they probably can't. Okay, so let's actually go for Rispila here. This is something I didn't expect. That's a full HP heal. Okay, let's grab ourselves a black hole and use that on him. But yeah, as I was saying, I turned into Goliath, block out the damage, and I was able to actually get the might off the field by doing that. And then the Hurley was, I would turn into Swain and start shooting at him whenever I'm not Goliath, or if I ever turned into Ivern, I'd use Polar Puff, because Polar Puff was actually super effective to both the Might and the Hurley, which ended up making the fight really easy. So basically it was just run for your life and win, basically. And we did it, with still on the same fight that we were on when I said I would cut. It took me 30 minutes doing that strategy, but I ended up winning. It was worth it in the end. But yeah, jeez, that was hard. Just like the first time, it was hard. So I ended up having to do the same thing I had to do last one. I used Ivern to win, and I used a really defensive familiar to get me through it. But this time I didn't have what would be Hydra, which is actually the real name of Bruce, but a nickname was Bruce in my own head. It was Hydra and Bruce for Hydra, which was our Archosaurus, which is the strongest familiar physical in the entire game. And I ended up doing it again, but with a completely different familiar, and that being Goliath. Goliath and Ivern, one of the strongest teams, and even Swain on top of that. Since Swain has double dexterity medals, it made it so he has four attack speed. So he's basically max speed, autoing with his gun, doing 20, 30 damage to these Hurleys and Mites. It was crazy. Jeez, okay. And there we go.
Huh, not bad. Maybe you weren't as rubbish as I thought. I wasn't trying very hard, of course, but you still did all right. You may even have what it takes to be a sage. Not a supreme one, though, obviously. I suppose you probably deserve a reward. Go on, then, but only because I'm so nice.
And with that, we have beaten the Soloseum series. And that means in tomorrow's episode, we will be doing the Conductor. Soloseum Supremo is the achievement you get for that, for beating the final part of the Soloseum. And it is honestly really hard. The only way to get the golden versions of those guys are, by the way, is by, well, the remake of the game. They give it to you for free, but originally, when it was only a PS3 game, you actually had to, what was it? It was a pre-order bonus for actually originally pre-ordering the game all the way back when it first released. So yeah, it was a long time ago when that was available. But thankfully, when the PC one released, it gave you every single familiar, which was really nice of them, because they could have not done that and just made it so you had to pay for them via DLC. But thankfully, they didn't do that and actually just gave them to you for free, which was really nice of them. But we finally beat Rank S 30 minutes after the fact, but honestly, it just helps in the end. We finally did it.
You have won Rank S. You now reign supreme in the Soloseum series.
How about that then, Ollie boy? We did it, we flipping well did it.
You said it, Mr. Drippy. We really did it.
A fine victory. Umpupa is impressed. You have grown strong. My master will now recognize you as a true master in the field of familiars. You have passed the test.
The test?
Yes, Mbumpa did not mention. The Soloseum series is the final trial to be faced in this temple. Only by passing this test you can earn the respect and recognition of my master. The 4 great sages all pass this test.
Really? Wow, hearing that, I feel like we could take on anybody.
Flipman, you ain't far off from being a great sage yourself. Now I reckon it suit you. Made for you it was, for sure.
Enough talk. It is time to present you with your prize.
A Mandragorer ticket in 30,000 guilders. A Mandragorer? What? I forgot what that is. Is that one of the Draggles? I think it is, but I'm not too sure.
This is only one ticket like this in the world. You may exchange it for the precious Mandroker. This creature's metamorphosis is interesting. I wish you luck. Do not delay. Take your ticket to my master.
Okay, let's see what a Mandragor is.
So you lot are here to compete in the Coliseum series, are you? Oh, you have a miracle and managed to get your hands on a familiar ticket. You can exchange them for super mega ultra rare familiars.
A Mandragor? I don't remember this one. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, I know what this familiar is. Okay, so this thing, I've never actually ever used this thing, but it's one of the familiars that, I believe it's something to do with eggs. And it's actually pretty good if I remember correctly. I think it's super defensive, but it's cool. Honestly, I don't know what to name this thing, but let's name you... Actually, Gore doesn't sound too bad, but let's do it, honestly, let's name you Goes. Actually, Gore doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, but without the E, but G-O-R sounds pretty cool. Let's go with Gore. That sounds like a nice name to give him. And Gore is now your familiar. Although I forgot that was even a familiar. I thought you get the Snapdragon, the second one, honestly. But apparently you get a completely new one. I completely forgot about that. He's in the original game. I'm pretty sure he is the original drop that you get. I just completely forgot about it because it's so far in the game that when we did the original series, that was my first time ever doing the Coliseum series. So I literally ended the series pretty much after this, so I never got to actually use it. So it completely went through my mind that it was even a familiar. But with that, we finally have technically the hardest familiar to get in the game. So with that, let's do this.
I'm sure you and your new friend are going to get along famously. You don't mind being bitten, right?
And there we go, we now have the page for the Mandroker, and it's a Nobilia familiar, so that literally says that it's impossible to get, because you can't actually get Nobilia familiars. So this is the only one in the game you can get. And there we go, we have the Mandroker. So with that, we are done with Coliseum series, and done with today's episode. Tomorrow's episode is going to be the Conductor, and we're going to try and fit all of that in one episode. But after the Conductor is all over, like I promised, I'd read all 12 Tales of Wonder. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And in the next episode, we're finally going to meet the Conductor and get the special prize for doing his mission. And technically finishing up the final side quest of the game, since technically you don't get the side quest achievement until you actually beat the Conductor. But in a way, his isn't really a side quest, it's more like more post-game story, basically. So, with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we're going to chug on to the final episode of the main story, or post-game, or whatever you want to call it, because the 12 Tales of Wonder isn't really an episode, it's more of like an extra thing, so technically tomorrow's episode will be the final episode of Ni no Kuni. But with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you all in the next one. For the third time in this episode, but honestly, see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.